he used that fear to propel him forward. I heard this story about this other extremely successful person who I don't know personally, but I've heard his audios and stuff. And he tells a story of when he was in high school and he went to this guidance counselor. And there's a whole story about it. But anyway, so the guidance counselor told him, you should be a forester and go somewhere in the woods and just stay away from people because you work terribly with people and quite frankly, you're a loser and you're always going to be a loser. And he said this in front of all his friends and stuff. And this guy got so mad and he decided, you know what? You're going to eat them words. You're going to regret saying that. And he says, I want to give that guy a medal because that event was the catalyst that changed my life around, because he made the decision in that fit of anger and rage that he was going to make that person regret it. You've heard success is the best revenge. It's kind of along those lines. And then, he the follow-up of that story is, I think a couple of years down the line, he was at one of the most expensive restaurants in Boston and he had the money and to go there and eat, and he was with his date. And the valet over there was his guidance counselor who was parking cars as a side job because he wasn't making enough money as a guidance counselor, I guess. And so successful people understand. They use fear and they use anger, the quote-unquote negative emotions, but they use them to propel them forward. And about anger, now since I can relate very well to the anger thing because I frequently have strong urges. I have extreme bouts of anger, and I'm trying to work on using it to my advantage. It's certainly. I mean, yes, it could be it can be a minus. It can be a negative. Yes, it can obviously, but it can also be a huge positive. And actually, so why am I saying all of this? Yes, The reason I want to forewarn you about anger is because if you're not careful, it's a slippery slope using these negative emotions to propel you forward. And especially with anger, you can use it to propel yourself to unbelievable amounts of success. But if you're not careful, that anger, if you get consumed in it, in rage, that will lead to your downfall. So you just got to be careful with that. So guys, fear and anger, don't be scared of them. Use them. Have a good one, guys.